National FBI data shows that elderly people are increasingly falling victim to scams. In fact, elderly people lost over $3 billion in last year alone. Still, even that number doesn't capture the full picture, since about half of complaints filed don't include the victim's age. It's an issue Iowa isn't immune to. Local 5's Laura Bowen sat down with a Clive detective to better understand how older locals have been impacted and how you can protect yourself.
Scammers are known for taking advantage of our older community members, whether it's by giving them an offer they can't turn down or saying a loved one is in trouble. Detective Mario Coleman has seen older people lose tens of thousands and sometimes hundreds of thousands over scams. One victim lost over $300,000 to a romance scam.
You get these people who are so lonely and want companionship that they just believe it. And they send this money to an individual that's saying that, oh, I'm going to come to Iowa to marry you.
Of course, there's always a catch, whether you need to help them pay for the plane ticket or get them out of a loan. Lottery scams are another big one. The promise of millions of dollars and a nice car can be hard to turn down.
You have these people that would fall for that, and they would send, 10 grand in cash to God knows where.
Coleman remembers a case in which a woman was told to write a check with the first installment of money in order to get the car keys.
I followed up with the bank and found out that the account that it belonged to was an older woman in Ohio.
She was the victim of another scam. The $2,000 sent over was money she was promised through another scam. She then was told to send some of that money somewhere else. Scammers sometimes go through multiple people in order to make it harder to trace things back to them. There are multiple ways to protect yourself from becoming a victim. Coleman suggests setting up a password with loved ones in case someone calls pretending to be them.
Hey Jimmy, what's our password? Click.
If law enforcement calls you saying you owe money, hang up and call your local police non-emergency number to double check. Also, being asked to pay through gift cards or Bitcoin is always a red flag. If you think you've been scammed, Coleman suggests contacting local law enforcement and filing a report at www.ic3.org. We'll take a deeper look at how Iowa scam numbers compare to national trends next week.